Ever wondered how climbing evolved from a survival skill to a thrilling adventure sport? Picture this. Thousands of years ago, our ancestors, driven by necessity, climbed trees and cliffs to find food and escape predators. Over time, as societies began to grow and develop, climbing morphed into a necessary trade skill for shepherds and hunters navigating rugged terrains. Fast forward to the present day, and climbing has taken on an entirely new identity. It's no longer just a survival skill or a job requirement. Rather, it's a popular sport, a form of adventure, a test of physical endurance and mental strength. It's about the thrill of the ascent, the satisfaction of reaching the summit, and the sense of accomplishment that comes with conquering one's fears. Climbing has indeed come a long way, and its evolution is as fascinating as the activity itself. So strap on your gear and tighten your harness. Stay with us as we ascend the cliff of knowledge to understand the evolution of climbing. The first known instances of climbing for pleasure date back to as early as the 17th century. Imagine a time when the concept of scaling heights for the sheer joy of it began to take root. It was a time when the world was still a vast expanse of uncharted territories, and the Alps were the towering challenge that beckoned the daring few. In the 17th century, these towering peaks saw the first recorded recreational climbs. Individuals driven by a combination of curiosity, adventure, and a thirst for the unknown began to conquer these mountains not out of necessity, but for the sheer thrill it offered. As this pursuit of pleasure took a more defined shape, it wasn't long before the establishment of the Alpine Club in London in 1857. This marked a significant milestone in the world of climbing. The Alpine Club was the first of its kind, a club dedicated solely to climbing. It was here that climbing began to evolve from a mere pastime into a recognized sport. Climbers from all walks of life gathered under the banner of the Alpine Club, sharing tales of their ascents, honing their skills, and fueling the growing popularity of this thrilling sport. The 19th century, therefore, was just the dawn of climbing as a sport, and the next century brought even greater heights. The 20th century ushered what is often referred to as the golden age of mountaineering. This was an era that saw the mountains transform into a stage where human determination, resilience, and spirit were put to the test. Among the key milestones of the 20th century, one that stands tall, quite literally, is the successful summit of Mount Everest by Sir Edmund Hillary from New Zealand and Tenzing Norgay, a Sherpa of Nepal, in 1953. This was a feat that many viewed as the ultimate challenge in mountaineering. Their expedition was a testament to human grit and courage, as they ascended to the highest point on Earth, braving extreme weather conditions and the perils of high altitude. But the Golden Age was not just about conquering the highest peaks. It was also a time of exploration and innovation in the climbing world. New disciplines emerged, each with its unique set of challenges and thrills. Rock climbing and bouldering, for instance, evolved as separate disciplines, attracting a new breed of climbers. Rock climbing, with its focus on technical skills and agility, took the climbing world by storm. No longer were climbers confined to the high mountains. They could now challenge themselves on the vertical rock faces found in their local crags or indoor climbing gyms. Bouldering, on the other hand, stripped climbing down to its bare essentials. It was just the climber, a pair of climbing shoes, and a chalk bag. No ropes, no harnesses, just pure, unadulterated climbing. The simplicity and accessibility of bouldering made it a popular choice among climbers, both novice and seasoned. These developments in the world of climbing opened up a whole new world of possibilities and adventures. It was no longer an activity reserved for the elites or the extraordinarily brave. Anyone with a sense of adventure could now partake in climbing, be it scaling the highest peaks, tackling challenging rock faces, or navigating complex boulder problems. The 20th century saw climbing transform from a hobby of the elite to a pursuit for anyone with a sense of adventure. Today, climbing has taken many forms. From traditional mountaineering to indoor rock climbing gyms. It's no longer just about scaling the highest peaks or tackling the toughest rock faces. It's an activity that invites people of all ages and abilities to challenge themselves and push their boundaries. Climbing has evolved into a myriad of disciplines. There's traditional mountaineering, where climbers ascend mountains using only the gear they carry. There's sport climbing, which involves pre-placed bolts and emphasizes strength and technique. And let's not forget bouldering, a form of climbing without ropes or harnesses, where climbers rely on their strength, agility, and problem-solving skills to navigate short, complex routes. One of the most significant developments in the world of climbing is the rise of indoor climbing gyms. These gyms have made climbing more accessible to the masses, providing a safe, controlled environment for people to learn and hone their skills. They've become social hubs, places where climbers gather to share tips, challenge each other, and form communities. The recognition of sport climbing as an official Olympic sport in 2020 has further propelled climbing into the mainstream. It's a testament to climbing's growth and its appeal as a sport that demands both physical prowess and mental resilience. Modern equipment has also played a vital role in making climbing safer and more accessible. From improved harnesses and carabiners to sophisticated belay devices, the advancements in gear have allowed climbers to focus more on their technique and less on their fears. From a survival skill to a celebrated sport, climbing has truly scaled heights. So, what have we learned about the thrilling ascent of climbing? It's a journey that spans centuries, beginning as a fundamental survival skill, a means for our ancestors to reach safety and sustenance. Climbing evolved, as humans often do, transforming into a sport brimming with adrenaline and adventure. The golden age of mountaineering was a pinnacle, a time when explorers pushed boundaries, tackling peaks that had once been deemed insurmountable. Their courage and determination made the impossible possible. This era truly laid the foundation for the modern face of climbing. Today, climbing is more than just a sport. It's a testament to human tenacity, a celebration of our ability to overcome, to reach new heights, literally and figuratively. With advancements in gear technology and a growing community of enthusiasts, climbing continues to scale new heights. Climbing has come a long way, and who knows what peaks it will conquer next.